before our torpedo bombers come in and hopefully get him flooding. Okay, there's our torps in the water. Looks like 3 hits potentially. Oh, that poor guy. This is going to be horrible for him. Oh, wow! Hello lads and welcome back to the channel. My name is theScottishKoala. Today we are back in World of Warships taking out the Tier 4 American Langley class aircraft carrier. This is a video I've been wanting to make for a little while, but with War Thunder introducing updates and new vehicles left, right and centre, I haven't had the chance just yet. My uploads recently have been very War Thunder heavy, which really is not fair on you guys who come to my channel for World of Warships gameplay and don't get any. So we're going to rectify that today. As you can see on this Tier 4 carrier, we have a single squadron each of fighters, torpedo bombers and dive bombers. If we check out the upgrades, we have the F3Fs for fighters, T4M torpedo bombers and SBU dive bombers. Unfortunately, we don't get any choice in which aircraft we take out with this low tier carrier, but at least that means that new carrier players, such as myself, get to learn the various different types of aircraft as they progress down the carrier line. Now, I very much enjoy carrier gameplay in World of Warships. I feel like it adds a nice and relaxing and more strategic aspect to what would otherwise be a very arcade shoot-'em-up style game. At least at low tier. At higher tiers, the gameplay is much more skill-based, but at low tier, I feel like a lot of this strategic gameplay is missing. Now, I sincerely hope I'm not offending anybody when I say that, but without further ado, I'm going to go get a cup of coffee, and I'll see you in a match, guys. Alright guys, well here we are. Lovely weather, eh? Actually, that is something I'd like to see War Thunder implement, is weather effects into the game. Not just in simulator mode, but in tank and ARB as well. Replace the night battles with stormy weather. That'd be cool. Alright, so I think we're going to head down to the left here. Once we see what our team is doing, we'll follow them. I never like to just hang in the back of the map in a carrier. The travel time of planes at this tier is a big deal, and it also means I have some cover if I need it. So hopefully our teammates can take one side of the map or the other, and I can keep my ship where our force is strongest. Right, get all our fighters ready to go. Yeah, fighters are out. This should be a fairly relaxed full game. We've got even numbers. We'll wait a little to see what the enemy carrier is doing before we launch our assaults. I'm going to stick it half throttle for now. We'll see how the battle progresses, and then we can control the ship as we go. Gee, I don't know what's going on in chat right now. Alright, dive bombers are up. Just the T4Ms left on the carrier. They're taking off now. We're going to focus this area for now, I think. Ah, there's some enemy fighters. We're going to see if we can either engage them or at least chase them away, prevent ourselves from being spotted too early. Yeah, it looks like they're pulling back. Alright, we'll keep an eye on them at least. We're going to group together and head around towards Alpha. Those fighters are coming back a little close. Obviously the enemy Japanese carrier, Hosho, wants to find us as a priority. Alright, well if he's going to keep coming, we're going to have to handle him. Keep the bombers together at least. Yeah, he's retreating again. This guy is going to be a pain. Right, we'll see if we can get our bombers away from his detection range and sneak them around the back by Charlie. Alright, we've got torpedo bombers on the enemy team spotted. I might let my fighters engage this guy. Not the smartest move. I'd usually want to drag the enemy fighters over towards our own ships where I'd have the anti-air advantage. But mostly I'm using them as a distraction right now. Right, we'll get our bombers on these battleships here. Fighters are engaging. We've still got those enemy torpedo bombers in sight. It looks like we have a spotting aircraft there from another player. Alright, set these bombers up on a nice strike run. Yeah, there's the dive bombers run. Now, we might actually be able to hit both these battleships here with our torpedo run if they don't separate. The fighters are doing some good work, it looks like. Now, our bombers are taking some flak fire. Shouldn't be a big issue. Okay, here comes the SBUs. Good bombing run there. Set a fire. It's at 3,500 damage, 3,800. Hopefully he used up his fire prevention equipment on that fire before our torpedo bombers come in and hopefully get him flooding. Okay, there's our torps in the water. Looks like 3 hits potentially. Oh, that poor guy. This is going to be horrible for him. Oh, wow! Oh, huge hit there. That was about 20,000 damage dealt to that guy. Exactly what I was after. Took out his steering. And yeah, our damage is still going up, as you can see in the top right corner, which means he's not able to repair that hull breach. Wow, we might have just killed that guy already. So I'm going to direct our ship over this way now, stick at half throttle. Our planes are coming back. Unfortunately, our fighters got slaughtered by those Japanese planes, but that's not too much of a big deal. Now over 30,000 damage. We're going to get our second load of fighters up before these bombers start their landing approach. I'm going to target those Japanese torpedo bombers there. They should be over some friendly anti-air guns, so we should be able to easily dispatch them. Yeah, it's still coming in. Alright, never mind. It looks like this carrier player is going to pull them back. We've got that second battleship up there that I might target once my bomber aircraft are back up. My fighters are pursuing those torpedo bombers. I might call off that attack, not overextend, bring them over this way, make sure that Hosho isn't sending some other bomber aircraft my way. Okay, the SBUs are safely down on the deck, less than 10 seconds before they're ready. The T4Ms are just getting down. One thing I really wish World of Warships would introduce is a more realistic aircraft experience. Like, for example, you couldn't have a squadron of torpedo bombers landing when I've already got these SBUs on the deck, about to take off. Wow, okay, that battleship is down already. 44,000 damage dealt. Not bad at all. So, back to the carriers. Our T4 torpedo bombers are just taking off. Now, I know a lot of people have talked about fuel being implemented as a kind of limiter for how long the planes could be up for. Honestly, it'd just be really cool to see almost a mini-game kind of aspect to carriers. Like, can you guys imagine entering, like, a little mini-game where you have to manually land carrier aircraft? Like, call the ball and stuff like that? That'd be so much fun. Okay, our fighters look a little bit screwed right now. Possibly a good time to get our bomber aircraft heading around the other direction while those Japanese fighters are distracted. I think I'm going to go for a dive bombing on this cruiser here. Right, not going to use my torpedo bombers on that ship though. We're going to have them target another battleship. Damn, our fighters got completely demolished right there. Okay, another good dive bombing. Got another fire set. I might actually be able to peg the cruiser with these torpedoes once he's used up his fire prevention equipment, if he still has any. One thing that's very nice here is that the T4Ms are much slower than those SPUs, so I can go for a dive bombing, set a fire, have the target use up their fire prevention equipment, and then have the torpedoes breach the hull, cause a flood, which should last over a minute. Doesn't look like we'll need to right now though, yet that fire's enough to kill that poor cruiser. Second target down, and our T4s can stay on target for this battleship here. This could potentially be a third kill for this match if they can get to the drop point before that battleship passes by the island. Oh, okay, those fighters are attacking our T4Ms. I don't think we're going to worry too much about that. Well, there's not much I could do about it now anyway, but we've done our job. We're going to get another torpedo run here regardless. Angle that strike run properly. Terrible angle right there. Hopefully we'll still have at least one connect. Okay, SBUs are back up. Torps in the water. Those torpedo bombers are going to head back to base. I don't think they'll make it though. Are you serious? They angled directly around him. Alright, we're going to have to do some work to keep these dive bombers safe. I don't see any enemy bombers right now, which is good because we are basically defenseless. Ah, damn. There goes our first lot of torpedo bombers. Alright, 45 seconds to get them back up again. Roger that. Or Wilco, I should say, because it's the Navy. So right now in carriers is where the game typically gets a little bit long. I mean, we've done a nice amount of damage early game. We've done a ton of damage early game. I mean, consider this is tier 4. We've done over 45,000 damage in the last, what, 10 minutes? Not bad. Less than 10 minutes. So we're going to get another dive bombing on this battleship here, hopefully. Our team is playing pretty passively, it looks like. We got a couple of battleships off in Bravo, or Charlie. And we've lost the rest of the entire map. We got cruisers down here doing nothing. We got battleships being the primary fighters of our team, which is not smart at all. Right, our dive bombers are taking some heavy fire. Hopefully we won't lose too many of them before they get on their bombing run. There's torpedo bombers there. That could be a problem. Hopefully they won't go for me. Let's see, are they going to go for that battleship there? Yeah, it looks like it. Alright, another fire set. That's a good thing. It's still going up. Who hasn't put it out yet? Those torpedo bombers look like they went for that battleship by the island. Yeah, that's a smart move actually, because he can't dodge them at all. Yeah, no, he took a couple of hits there. Alright, got our torpedo bombers coming in. I'm going to send them on the same battleship. Unless there's any other priority targets around. I could target that cruiser over there. I don't think I'm going to, though. See, I love this view right here. Like, just having a kind of almost first-person view from the plane's perspective. Like, it's not. It's third-person, but it's a very closely zoomed-in third-person. It's a really cool part of carrier gameplay, in my opinion. I really wish they had more of a first-person controllability to carrier-borne aircraft in this game. That would make it a lot better, in my opinion. And with War Thunder rolling out naval forces where you do actually, you know, first-person directly control every vehicle you use, that would kind of be a way for World of Warships to compete. Like if they had, like I said, a little mini game where they could, you know, where you could manually land carriers and kind of manually direct them around your deck of your carrier so that you could repair them below and get them back on deck to take off. But you have to be careful that you're not having them take off whilst there's aircraft coming into land because they crash and damage your aircraft. Alright, those fighters have buzzed off for now. Gonna group our planes together, send them right up here. Hopefully we can sneak around. I'm not gonna try and like border hump and go for the carrier. I don't like that style of gameplay, and I generally typically don't target aircraft carriers when I'm in an aircraft carrier. You should really never target the aircraft carriers first unless they're doing a hell of a lot of damage to the team. Having said that, we have done over 50,000 damage now, and he should probably be targeting me, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, look, the rest of our team's not done too much at all. They're completely scattered now, which is not good. The enemy team's going to hold up on the left side of the map there. I might see if I can go and disrupt one or two of their larger ships. Let's see, they've got one battleship left somewhere. Ah, there he is. One destroyer left and 3 cruisers. Okay, we're going to go for this battleship. Easiest targets to hit are the battleships. Well, those in the aircraft carriers, but the Japanese aircraft carriers at this tier can actually maneuver much better than this Langley can. Let's see, the fighters are going to be a danger to us. I don't want to lose the rest of my aircraft. Of course, we only have one torpedo bomber squadron left. Let's see. Ah, can we escape in time? Oh, that cruiser's dead. Phoenix-class cruiser's dead. That's a shame. We're taking Bravo, though, so maybe we can turn this around. I'm going to separate our aircraft right now, see which one the fighters go for. Yeah, it looks like he's following our torpedo bombers. I might just send them back to the carrier, to be honest. I should probably redirect my carrier, actually. Yeah, okay, we're going to go over here. Perhaps we can target the aircraft carrier. Try and distract him a little bit. Because our torpedo bombers are going to be our hard hitters. The dive bombers at this tier really don't do such a huge amount. So I want to use my torpedo bombers more than dive bombers. Right, we're going to dive bomb this carrier. Hopefully distract those fighters. And our torpedo bomber's going off from his carrier right now. Hopefully distract the fighters, send them away from our torpedo bombers and get the torpedoes onto that battleship over there. Right, see if I can angle this properly. Yeah, see, he's maneuvering a lot better than I could if I was being dive bombed. Looks like... Okay, a little bit of a bad angle by the time we're going to get there. Yeah, there we go. Set him on fire at least. Looks like he's put that straight out. Yeah, we're not getting any more damage. Right, hopefully our torpedo bombers can get down. Hopefully they can shoot down one of these fighters. That'd be good. What are the Japanese fighters at this tier? Are they A5s? I assume they're A5s. That was a bit of a glitch. Not a glitch, but, you know, like bad modeling. Alright, get the dive bombers over here. Yeah, no, we'll just send them straight back. I really want to keep them safe, though. Because the more I can, you know, kind of use dive bombers to distract and then get the big damage with my torpedoes. Bring the carrier over this direction. Kind of very far away from where I'm trying to strike right now, which is a shame. These aircraft at this tier, you know, slow biplanes really don't have the speed to be crossing the map every time you want to strike. Alright. They're coming in. They're very high. They are exceptionally high coming in for a landing. I really wish that World of Warships would... Like, I know you've got World of Warplanes for your aircraft gameplay and World of Tanks for tank gameplay and then World of Warships to focus on ships, like destroyers and battleships. But I would love it if there would be a more realistic portrayal of carrier-borne aircraft in World of Warships. Because that's one of my favourite aspects of War Thunder. Like, when you're in a carrier-borne aircraft in a naval map, it's brilliant. You know, when you're in an army-based aircraft or a land-based aircraft on a carrier map, you're pretty much screwed. Like, you can't rearm, you can't repair, and well, I mean, you can if you can manage to safely belly land on a carrier, but it's a lot better if you have a naval plane on a naval map, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of, you know, kind of the role-playing aspect of it, and I like that. All right, we're gonna send our carrier up north, see if we can peg this battleship before he manages to get too much of a shot on me. We also have cruisers coming in from the south, which is not great. It's only me, one battleship, and one cruiser left. Okay, and they're both in Bravo. Those fighters might be a danger. Perhaps I should just stay around this island. Alright. Should we get our planes up? I think we will. Get the dive bombers up first. Oh, taking shots from that cruiser. That's a shame. No fire set, which is good. We'll go dive bomb him. See if we can get him away from us. Okay, there's a fire. We're going to repair that straight away. The less damage I can take, the better. More chances we have to get our aircraft back on target. Okay, there we go. Didn't get any real damage there. Took out his steering, it looks like. No, he's probably just dodging that island. We are taking a ton of damage. We're actually surviving pretty well. Taking a ton of shots, but not actually, like, we're only at half health now. Alright, get our torpedo bombers on this guy. Hopefully at least distract him from me. Alright, dive bombers are coming back down. I don't think we're going to get them back up again by the time we die. Torps in the water. This cruiser looks like he's going to be able to dodge them. Yeah, they're too far in front. Fighters attacking our torpedo bombers. We are so screwed. And there's nobody who can help us. And now we've got torpedoes in the water. Alright, this is it. We're doomed. Another fire. Torpedoes in. Can I get anyone on target before we... Ah. Wow. Good game to the enemy team, though. Very good game. Alright lads, so here's the results. 53,000 damage, only 3 torpedo hits. Those were the 3 that we got on that target. We didn't get anything after that. 2 confirmed kills. Not a bad game. Alright lads, well I hope you have enjoyed this video. Carrier gameplay is fun in World of Warships, it really is. If there's any way I would say to improve it though, it would be to give a more first person aspect to it. If you guys have ever seen the game Carrier Deck, that's the kind of system that I would love to see implemented into World of Warships carrier gameplay. Now, if you guys would like to see more World of Warships gameplay on the channel, do let me know in the comment section below. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, as there will be new content out on my channel every single day. And I will see you guys next video.